Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today we are going to make this time capsule inside After Effects by using Element 3D. So first take a look what we are going to create. Okay, so in order to create this thing, we need Element 3D and an expression that makes the clock here. So let's do this. But before I start, I have to say, if you like my videos, please go and check my YouTube channel and you will find so many free stuff for Element 3D, and I hope you will like it so much. So I recommend you to go and check my YouTube channel, and if you like it, please subscribe this channel. So let's do this. So first we create a new composition. So go to the composition and create a new composition, and everything look nice. So now hit OK. So this tutorial is divided into two parts. In first step we create the digital clock, and next part we will do the Element 3D composition. Okay, so in order to create the clock, we click to the text layer and make a text here. So first we make the clock syntax, that is 00:00:00. Okay, so it is the hour, minutes and second clock here. So I use a font, a digital font. So if you don't have this font, I will give the link in the description, so you will get the font to make the same clock as I do here. Okay, so there is no such plugin to make a digital clock here. So but we have an expression to make a digital clock. So how it works? So go to the effect, and inside the expression control you will find the slider control here. So just apply this effect here, and then we expand the text layer here. So inside the text you will find the source text. So first we alt click on the stopwatch, and then we link it to this slider. Okay, so now we put the expression here, but I am not memorized this, so I just copy this and I paste it here, but I will explain you how it works. Okay, so first let me make some room here, and there is this expression. Okay, so I will give this expression in the description, so you will copy this from there. So now how it works, that is this seconds. Okay, so it represents these two digits here, and we only change the second, and the rest of the part, that is the hour and the minute, it will change accordingly. So but we have to define this here. So that means the slider %60, that means it only go to 60, and beyond that it will reach to 0. Okay, so if we put 59 here, you will see it reaches 59, but when it reaches to 63 it becomes to 0, and the extra 3, that is the 63, and it became to 3. Okay, and now in the minutes section you will find that when it reaches 60 it only increase by 1, because you will write here divided by 60. Okay, so it will turn 1 when it reaches, on the second reaches to 60, but it also %60 means it also reach to 60, and beyond this it will become 0. Okay, so and in the hour section you will see that we write here divided by 3600. It means we know that 1 hour is equal to 3600 seconds. So when it reaches to 3600 it only increase by 1. And here you will find that 24, because we know that our clock runs only 24 hours. But if you want a 24-hour clock, then you will put 24 here, but if you want a 12-hour clock, then you can also change it to 12. So in this order, if you types 3600, you will see there is a 1, and then if you increase this like this, you will see it only go to the 11 o'clock and then 12 o'clock, and then it become 0, because we put 12 here. But if we put 24 here, you will see there is a 12, and then it also go to 13. Okay, like this. So I hope you understand this part here. and then we come to this part here, and it says the function is 0 and n is less than 0. If you not put something like this, you will see that in this part, if this digit, I mean this digit less than 1, it becomes 0. So it becomes 0, but if you not put this, there is no other digits here, because it is less than 0, less than 1 or less than 10. So you have to put this to achieve this format here, otherwise it only become only 0. So if you delete this, you will see there is only one digit, so we have to put the rest of the part as well. Okay, and then you will see the last part, it says if slider greater than 0, then whichever number it will be, that is 1 2 3 something like that, but if it is 0, then it became to 0 0 0 like this. But if you go to the minus, it will not change, so it only works greater than 0, not less than 0. Okay, so that is the full expression, and I hope you understand it little bit. So there is more of them, but for this tutorial we only need to understand this much. Okay, so now we see that there is a problem, that if you change this, you will see the position change occur here, because some digit have less volume and some digit have large volume, so it changes the clock position here. But if you see in my actual video, you will see there is no movement change occur. Okay, so we need to fix this issue here. Okay, so in order to fix the issue, we have to delete this, because we do it from the beginning. So I just demonstrate you how the clock works. So now do the actual tutorial. So first we make the hour and the minutes only. So first we write 00 and then 00. So that is the hour and the minute. So we do the same work here again. So select the slider control and then expand the text layer and all click on the source text and just link with this slider. Okay, so now we paste the expression here, and then we make the room here, and now we change it here. So we don't need the seconds here, so just delete this. Okay, and then here also we don't need this part here, that is the represent the seconds part, so just delete this. And here also we don't need this. Okay, so just delete this. So now you will see if it is 59, there is 00, and when it reaches to 60, it became 1, and when it reaches to 3600, it become 1 hour. So that is the minute and the hour part. So now we make the seconds part. So only type 00 here, and that will be our seconds. Okay, so again we select this slider control effect here, and then expand it, and then expand the text, and all click on this and just link with this slider, and then we paste the expression again. Okay, so in this part we don't want this to, just delete this, and we also don't need this part here. Okay, so delete this and only need to 00. Okay, so now you can see it only change, but this is not I mean effect here. Okay, and if you want, you can make the microseconds, because if you see there is a microseconds as well, and it will turns 100 in 1 second. Okay, so go back to the tutorial here. So that is the seconds, that is the minutes and the hour, and now we again type 00, that is for the microseconds. Okay, so here it is the microseconds, and then we do the same for this. So select the slider control and then all click and then link with the slider, and then we paste it here again, make the room here, just delete all those, and then we delete this part as well. and this part as well, but we change it to 100 here because we want it go to 100 and beyond this it becomes 0. So you will see it go to 100. I mean, if we put 99 here it will 99, but if we put 100 it becomes 0. Okay, so now you will see that this slider only affect this part, this slider only affect the second, and this slider affects the minutes and hour. Okay, so if you animate the clock, you have to animate all those three sliders in a same pattern, so the clock will link each other. Okay, so how we do this? So first we make a number here, that is maybe this is, and then we go to the second here, and in the beginning we make it 0. So our composition is 25 seconds long. So first we keyframe here and then go to the 25 seconds, and then we put 25s only because now it only changed to 25 and it is changed according to 1 seconds. Okay, so if you see that in the 2 seconds it become 2. Okay, in 4 seconds it 4. Okay, so now we also change this microsecond slider as well. So but we know that in 1 second it turns to 100. So first we make it 0, and then if we multiply 100 to 25, this will be 2500. Okay, so now you will see when it reaches to 100 it become 8 seconds here because this is the 8 second timeline here. So but our video is only 23.976 frame rate per second, so you will not fine tune it, and you will see in one frame it changes to different number, not increase by 1 but changes to different number because it fits this 100 inside this 23.976 frames. Okay, so I think I explained the clock here. Okay, so now we do the customization. So first we write this colon here, and this will be, and we place this colon to in between the hour, minutes and the seconds. Okay, and also duplicate this and place it in between the seconds and the microseconds here. Okay, so now we position this here, and if you want you can scale down this. So we can scale down this little bit. So here you can scale down this like this, and also even scale down this little bit more, and then also scale down this and also scale down this. Okay, and now we position it again. Okay, so now it look like a clock. And one thing that if you want a 12-hour clock, then you have to change this to 12 hours. Okay, so in this way we also put AM or PM here. So that is the mechanism for clock. So you can customize it a little bit more. Okay, so you can see our clock works well. So now do the element 3D part here. So first we create a new solid for element 3D. So name it as element, and now hit OK. So go to the effects and presets here, and go to the video copilot and select the element. Okay, so first we turn off the eye switch here and only select the element. Okay, so now we go to the custom layer and go to the custom text and select this all one by one. Okay, so first we select this, and then we select this, and then we select this, and then the last one is this. Okay, so now go to the scene setup. So go to the extrude, you will see this. Okay, so now we change some settings here. So go to the bevel and decrease the extrusion here. Okay, and then we change this, and also decrease the depth little bit, and increase the segment if you want a higher quality here. So this is the one slider here. Okay, so now we duplicate this again, and then select this bevel and go to here. Select this extrusion model and change this path to path number 2. Okay, so you will see it is the colon. Okay, so once duplicate it again and then change it to path number 3. Okay, and then again duplicate it and select the path number 4. Okay, so we will arrange this little bit little more, but first we make the all custom object here. So again duplicate this and change it to 5, and here it is. Okay, so maybe we make the all here. So now if we create a camera, you will see a 3D clock. Isn't it nice, friends? So now if you change this slider, you will see the time also change. That look awesome. It is a 3D clock inside Element 3D. By using this nice expression to make this high precise clock. So that is the trick. So congratulations that you also learned this, how to make this clock inside Element 3D. So but we not end here, because we have to make this like this. Okay, so let's do this. So go to the element again and go to the scene setup. So first we customize this in a same line. Okay, so go to the here and change the anchor point to bottom, and do the same for the rest of the digit here, or you can say the extrusion here. Just change it to bottom. Okay, and then we reset the positions as well, because we changed the position. So just reset all the positions here. And then we reposition it like we want. Okay, so just change the position. Okay, okay, so that look nice. And if you want, you can extrude more the hour and minute, so it will look nice. So if we go to here in, and then we expand this extrusion, you will see it look nice. And also we increase the bevel edges here a little bit. Okay, so that look nice. Okay, so now it is inside this group folder. So if we scale it down, you will see it scale down all the time in once. Okay, so now put it here. So now we make the capsule here. So go to the create, and I use this structure, that this cylinder here. So first we rotate this in that way, and then we increase the height and also increase the radius little bit, and then increase the sides and position it here. Okay, so now we go to its material setup here, and then go to the settings here. We just decrease the opacity. Okay, so less opaque, so make it 30 maybe. Okay, so in that way you will see inside this. Okay, and also we check this box, that is the drop back face. So check this. Okay, and if you want, you can go here and increase the sides, so you will get nice results. So but remember that the more sides, the more the render time. Okay, and we also increase the roundness here little bit, so you will see that look nice. Okay, so go to the presets, and there is a go to the physical shader that comes with the element 3D. You can apply this material here, that is the glass material, and then again go to its material setup and go to the setting and decrease the opacity to by 50% or anything you want. Okay, so that is the time capsule concept, but you can also put this glass, or maybe just select those. This is the clock material, and drag it to a new folder here, and then if you decrease the scale, it only decrease the scale for the clock, not the glass capsule. Okay, so you can adjust the position nicely if you do this. Okay, so that is the clock and the capsule. And now we also make a ring here, so just select this cylinder here, that pipe here, and now we rotate this, and then we go to the height and decrease the height, and also increase the radius and decrease the increase the inside radius. Okay, and now if we go to the right side, we can adjust. If we decrease the scale, you can see it fits well. Okay, and we also increase the sides. Okay, so make it nice, and then we decrease the scale as well. Okay, so go to the perspective, and you will see it look like this. Okay, so make it in left side, and then again we go to this clock and place it here, and maybe we decrease the scale as well, so that look nice. And again go to the tube and decrease the chamfer here. Okay, so that look nice. And now we go to the some texture here, so I'm using the Pro Shaders 2, and go to the metal, and you can use any metallic material here, it will look nice. Okay, so that look nice. And now if we hit OK, but before we hit OK, first we make the floor here. So create a floor here and increase the scale to maybe 10,000 or so, and now we put this total thing in the top of the floor here, and then we go to the floor and again we apply some material here like this, and then go to its UV map settings and maybe change it to 50 by 50, and then we go to its reflection tab and change it to mirror surface. Okay, so you will see it will create a nice reflection for our object. And then again go to the clock material here and we change the reflection mode to spherical. Do the same for the all of the stuff here, change it to spherical, and then again change it to spherical, and then change it to spherical, and also do the same for this belt here. So go to the reflection mode and change it to spherical. Okay, so now we want our clock to be glow, so we have to put some glowing material here. So go to its bevel material option here, and then we go to the illumination and change it to 100, and then we make something like this. Okay, so now we click on OK. So now you can see this clock. Okay, so if you scrub through time, you will see it works properly, and this not affect the position of the hour and the minute. So that is the main trick to make the clock time capsule here. So now we customize is okay. So first we go to the element and go to the scene setup here, and first we apply a environment. So for this, go to the environment, and I am using the VIDEOCOPILOT backlight environment pack. So go to the 4K version here and choose anything you want. Maybe this one look nice here. Okay, so now hit OK. So first we create a new light. So spotlight maybe right, and now hit OK and press P to position the light. Okay, and now go to the element, go to the render settings and go to the shading shadows and enable the shadow, and maybe we change it to ray trace, and then we go to the ambient occlusion tab and enable this and also change it to ray trace. So that look nice, but it is not look glass anymore, so we have to change some settings to make it glass like. So first we increase the light influence, and then go to the reflection tab and change it the reflection map resolution to 512, and then also change this mirror surface quality to high, and then we go to the output and enable this multi sampling. Okay, so in that way you will see the difference. If we zoom in here, you will see this disappear if we enable this. So one thing I have to do, that go to the ray tracer, and there is an option called transparency, and it says the opaque, but our glass is not opaque, so we change it to translucent. In that way you will see that the glass is no longer to cast the ambient occlusion, and that is the normal thing. And now you can easily distinguish the glass and the metal part here. Okay, so now we change this, that is the NN sampling. We disable this because it will heavy our render, and again we change this to maybe 120 weight, and then we disable the shadow because we don't want this here, and maybe we change the resolution to half. Okay, so Now we duplicate our clock. So first we go to the scene setup here, and that is the clock part. So we just drag the plane out of this group and place the plane to group number 2, and that is the group number 1, and now hit OK. So now we go to the group number 1 and go to the replicator and change it to plane, and maybe we put 40 here, and then we shape scale this up. Okay, maybe we disable the reflection for the moment. Okay, and then we change the position, and also we decrease the Z scale here. Okay, maybe 0.70 look nice, and you will see that look amazing. Okay, decrease the particle count, maybe 20, and decrease the scale shape as well, like this. Okay, so now if we duplicate our element layer, just duplicate it, and in this layer we only leave the glowing part, that is the illumination render. This layer will be. So now go to the scene setup, and we make the environment, go to the environment and right click on this and clear the environment. Okay, so now hit OK, and then we go to the output here and change the show to only the illumination. Okay, so if we enable the reflections, you will see the illuminations only. Okay, and now we apply the glow effect here. So I am using the RGBFX optical glow. Click on that and change the settings here. So decrease the amount and also the size, and now go to the colorize option, change it to warmish light color. Okay, so maybe we decrease the size also and change it to log, maybe linear, maybe the video is right, so just adjust it. And now we change this blending mode to add. Okay, so in that way we get this. So now if we check all the settings here, like the shadow and then these reflections as well, and if we enhance the multi-sampling here, maybe not now, so you will see this look nice. Okay, so you can also change here, if you decrease the glow amount. Okay, so that look nice. So now if we go to the reaction tab, reflection tab, and increase this to 512, you will see the more nice results. And now if we enhance this multi-sampling as well, so that is the trick for this time capsule. I also can do some changes to the color correction here, so maybe go to the effects and color correction, to the curves, and decrease the contrast, increase the contrast here. Okay, so go to this and go to the bottom element layer again, and go to the illumination part and decrease the illumination here. Okay, so only we need this glowing illumination, so just select this and go to the optical glow settings here, and then if you want you can increase this and maybe we decrease the glow amount. Okay, so now if you go to the camera and turn on the depth of field here, and maybe we increase the aperture and select the focal distance. Okay, and now change the full resolution here, so you will get this kind of result. And you can also tweak some settings, but the basic idea is this. So you can also do some camera animation here, so just select the camera here, and maybe we change this to quarter, and then also we uncheck this layer, and maybe we select this layer and go to its multi-pass mixing here, and also we go to the illumination and make it little bit, and then we can animate our camera as well. So select the camera, press P and press A, and then we make a keyframe here and go to the very end. Maybe we change the position like this. Okay, so now you can see a nice camera animation as well. Okay, so you can do this, and then if you happy with your animation, you can enable this layer as well, so our clock will be appear here, and then change it to full resolution again, and you will get this. So I hope this will explain how I create this. If you go to the element layer in the glow layer here and expand the element, and if you see there is an option called the depth of field, so expand this, and there is a option called pixel blur, and if you change this to multi-pass, it will says that it will slower your render, but if you change this you will see a difference. So if we change it to back to the pixel blur, you will see, if you see here, you will see, change it to multi-pass, you will see that it will glow more, and back to the pixel blur it becomes to fade. So but this is nice looking, but this is so costly, because if you enable this it will make the render little bit more slower. So back to the pixel blur, and also you can enable the enhanced sampling here, and then again we go to the this layer, the bottom element 3D layer, and you can also turn on this multi-sampling. I already turned it on, and then we go to the, you can see there is some grain here, it because the ambient occlusion sampling is so less, so increase the sample size. You will see it will take little time to render, and again we go to the ray trace shadow sampling, we will increase this. Okay, so you'll see that will disappear. Okay, so again we go to the element layer and go to the scene setup, and go to the capsule here, and then go to the settings here. You will see there is some options, that is the draw back face. Okay, draw the back face here, and then if you hit OK, you will see it also shows the inside of the glass. That is the trick behind this time capsule. So this is for today, and we'll see in the next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.